welcome back to the Coming Out Happy Show. We're super excited that you're here because this is where we talk about everything LGBTQ+, from loving who you were made to be to dating authentically and what that looks like in your life, because you can create some beautiful, amazing, incredible things, and we can't wait to share all of this with you. My name's Keely.
And my name's Dani, and welcome to the show. Let's get right to it.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Coming Out Happy podcast and now show. I can't even believe it. Welcome. This is our first episode ever showing our faces. You know, a lot of you asked, I love your podcast so much, but I want to see your faces, because a lot of the time we're explaining the kind of funny faces we're making and just joking. So we thought we'd just do it in real time for you and put it on a show as well. So if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you check out the YouTube video where we're going to have all of our faces and the live video footage of us really recording this behind the scenes. So it's pretty amazing. But today we wanted to talk about something that we've been thinking about a lot lately. It's something that's been on my mind, and really Dani and I have been feeling it, going through it, and just experiencing it ourselves. And so I thought it'd be important if we shared that with you all. And that's, the journey is everything. Dani, can you unpack that a little bit for us?
Sure. So when we're looking at our life and our goals and everything that's going on, a lot of us tend to only look at the future and never focus on the present moment that we have. Something that I've been doing recently is only focusing on the future, and it, to be honest with you, gets me really anxious. And I experience a lot of worry because I'm so focused on, what if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? All this stuff. And I'm so focused on the what ifs that are going on in the future that I forget that I'm in the moment and I'm wasting it on my worries. And the journey of the present moment is the only thing that's actually real. And I think it really hit me today when I was speaking to my dad. He was saying just that it's so important to slow down and appreciate life that's actually around you, instead of constantly worrying about what's going to happen in a year or 2 years or whatever. It's so important to focus on the here and now, because this is, for real, this is the only thing that actually exists.
Yeah, no, I think that's huge. It's, when you said that, it's the only thing that actually exists. It's so true. We can't get the past back. We don't know the future, and we're just here in this moment right now, but we're worried about the next thing. And so maybe you're thinking about how it applies in your own life, whether you haven't found someone yet. That's a big one, and we feel like society's put this big timeline that we gotta find someone, we gotta be with them right now and get married. You see all your friends getting married. I know I started seeing that and I was like, should we get married? But what's the point, right? What's the point? You have to think about it. But maybe you're thinking about it in your own life. And something that I like to think about is that all of these moments right here, right now, are the most beautiful moments that get us to where we want to go. So when you look ahead and you're just looking at that big goal, and Dani and I have this conversation a lot, very often, but we talk about what it looks like to get there. And it's all of these little things that we're going to look back on and we're going to go, those are the things that got us to where we are today. That is what made this story, made this journey so beautiful. And I'll never forget, I think it was maybe a couple months into our relationship, and also we're dating. I don't know if you're new here, but we are a couple, and we'll talk a little bit more about what we do, and you can follow us on Instagram to see everything that we do. Just want to throw that in there real quick. But she gave me this thing to hang in my car, and it said, "The journey is everything." And I started thinking about that in a really real sense, and it made me realize all I have is right now, and these are the moments that make me the happiest, and it's the little things. And I started appreciating life on a whole different level. And when we stop thinking about how we should live our lives, who we should be, that brings you back to your most authentic self. I think that's so important, and something to hold on to is to know that if you are always living your life how people want you to live your life, oh, there's a motorcycle. It's okay. If people are wanting you to live your life a certain way and you're following that, you're just following what someone else wants you to do. And this has been true in our lives, and we've had to break away from that because, of course, being LGBTQ+, you don't usually fit the mold of what everyone wants life to look like for you. And that's something that you have to work through. How was that for you, Dani?
Yeah, I think once I let go of who I should be in literally all areas of my life, that's when I started to be happy. Once you see that you don't have to have a timeline on anything, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to. Growing up, I mean, there are so many expectations.
Even as an adult.
Yeah. Throughout your entire life, there's so many from so many areas of your life, what everyone thinks you should be. But the only thing that matters is who you want to be. Yeah. And we get to choose that. And I think a lot of us don't even think that we have the option to choose. That's the craziest part. We're just like, I think I should be this way because my parents want me to be this way.
Or society.
So I guess that's it, yeah, and that's it. And this is all that's here for me. And then you give up on your own happiness. What is that?
Yeah, and here's something so real that we see every day with some of the people that we work with. We've worked with hundreds of people over the last year. And what we've seen a lot of is people coming out later in life. And the most beautiful thing is that we get to talk about is there's no timeline. Your journey of when you come out is so unique to you. But a lot of them haven't come out because of what their family thinks about them. For so long, they've been 45, 50, 60 years old, and we're seeing that, and now they're ready to live. And the one regret that they all have, and it's the same thing almost every single time, is I wish I started living for me sooner.
Yeah, but there's I mean, every feeling and experience, of course, is valid. Like, if you want to wait until you're 50, 60, 70, you know, whenever you feel like is the right time, that's when you go for it. You know, there's nothing wrong with waiting until later, and I think that's really important just to hear. If anyone's listening right now and they're 40 and over and they're just like questioning, should I be myself now? Is it too late? There's never a too late, and we always talk about it. The journey to getting to wherever you want to be is everything.
Yeah,
it's always everything.
It's each little step, and I'll apply it in our own lives and how it's been coming up for us is that we'll tell our story a little bit more, and you'll get to know us, especially if you listen to the podcast. Oh, thank you so much. It's so nice of you. This is the best part, is that she's always helping me, like, fixing things. So I
want to make sure everyone on the podcast can hear.
Yeah.
She's talking away from the microphone.
I sometimes just talk into the distance. I'm just talking. I'm talking to the world. But yeah, what was I saying? Now you distracted me.
How it applies to our own life.
Yeah, so this has been coming up a lot for us because, of course, in today's world, everything comes so quick. You want to look at your phone, things can be refreshed, you can do that, you can text someone within seconds. Whatever you want to do, it happens. And I think we're so used to that tangible result that just continually happens. And something that's been happening for Dani and I is a year ago, we started coming out happy. We started all of this. Almost. Yeah. It's almost been 1 year, which has been so amazing. And all of the people that we've connected with and just the beautiful stories that have come from every single person that's gone through one of our programs, that's experienced our private coaching. Whatever it is, it's been the most amazing, beautiful journey of the last 8 months.
And to be connecting with our podcast listeners and now our YouTube
and now you can see your face.
Viewers. Yeah, it's so fun to be able to share this message and to continue growing. But there have been so many times where we were really upset that we weren't where we wanted to be.
We're human too, and we see other people, right? We see them, that they've made it and they've already gotten to where they want to be, and you're looking at that, and tell me you do this too. Absolutely, we've all done this.
And some examples were looking at someone who's married and you're saying to yourself, man, I just really want to be there. Or coming out, if you're looking at all the people who are out and you're feeling upset that it's not you, just keep in mind the journey is everything. It's totally okay to be where you are. Keep in mind where you're going, but don't let it stress you out that you're not there yet. I think that's the most important thing to know.
Yeah, and here's the coolest part is that no one's story is anything like yours. That is the coolest thing. I want you to think about that. You are your own unique person. There's no one like you at all. Let that sink in, that you are so unique and you're one of a kind. That sounds a little cheesy, but it's really true. So that's really cool. But something that we've been doing is that, just looking at the future, not enjoying the moments, not enjoying the hardships, the journey, the challenges. And I woke up today, and I looked at Dani and I go, we gotta do something different. We gotta enjoy the moments. We gotta go on a walk this morning. We gotta talk about all these different things because I feel like we're trying to rush this process. We're trying to get to where we want to go, and we're getting disappointed because it's not happening as fast as we'd hope. And that's another thing. When you put those expectations on, it gets a little crazy.
Like, we were just talking about other expectations that people have for you, but what about the expectations you have for yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. How hard are you on yourself for where you should or shouldn't be?
We are way harder on ourselves than most people are. And that's something to look at too. So that's why I want to talk about it.
But I think there's like a healthy amount of determination that comes with the feeling of wanting to go after a goal or wanting to be somewhere. But I think it's about the balance.
Yeah.
The balance of knowing that whatever you want is on the way in the universe, but knowing that being anxious isn't supposed to rush it, isn't going to get it any sooner. And I think that's the most important thing to take away from it. It's the thing that I remember is all of the negative feelings that I'm feeling don't get me closer to where I want to go. It just prevents me from feeling all the good in the situation because I'm so focused on the what if.
Yeah, no, that's powerful. It's powerful stuff. And something I also want you to think about is that you're here watching this video right now. We talked about this again this morning. We're always talking about
a reason.
Yeah, you're here for a reason. You're watching this because all of these things lined up in your life for you to be here, for us to be here, to do this, to see each other. Well, I can't see you, but you know what I mean. To come and cross paths. And for you to be watching this. And if you looked at your life, and you'll hear me say this time and time again because this is what I say, these are the things that I hold closest to my heart and what I believe about the world, but every single piece in your life, if you pictured your life as a big puzzle piece, if one piece was missing, would the picture look the same? I want you to answer that. No, it wouldn't look the same. It would look completely different. If one piece was missing, the picture wouldn't be complete. But when the picture is complete, every single piece made that picture what it is. Same with your story. Every single part, every single challenge, every single thing that you went through has made you exactly who you are today. And that means that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And I'll say that time and time again. Everyone knows who's been through our programs, who's worked with us, that is the mantra, that is the anchor that holds me time and time again when I am lost, when I'm confused, when I'm feeling pain, hurt, whatever. You can say that to yourself, and I hope that you start to apply it to your life if it fits for you. But I want you to know that this journey is going to take you to where you want to go, and you just have to enjoy every moment. It's hard to do when you're in it, but take a moment to try and think about that.
Slow down and realize that everything is going to be okay.
Absolutely.
We all need to hear that sometimes. So listen to me closely. Everything will be okay. And we've got your back through it all. I just want to let you know, if you're watching and you're listening, we got your back. We're always here for you.
Absolutely. And this is powerful stuff. We're so excited that you've come across our page. You're listening to the podcast and you're getting connected with us because these are the truths that we will say time and time again to help you become the person that you want to be. Each and every one of us have this part of us that wants something more.
And that we're willing to grow from it. We're not just thinking, you know what, I think I want to do something differently. I want to be great. I don't know, whatever is coming through your head. I want love. I want whatever. What were we just talking about? I completely forgot what we were saying.
You took over. You're supposed to remember.
I forgot.
No, we were just saying that.
But I was saying about action. Like you need to do something differently. You need to be willing to try something different, make different decisions, think differently, and just do something different. But a lot of us just end up staying stuck because we think it'll just kind of come to us, but it won't. It won't. Yeah,
I wish that it did. And that's what we were wishing, right? But I had to take a moment to go, this is exhausting, to work as hard as we can and know that all of these expectations that we put on ourselves that are maybe a little unrealistic, just checking in on that, are a bit too much. And just knowing that we can slow down and we can enjoy life where it is right now and not having to make it right away. So I really appreciate you all listening and diving in with us on this topic that's so powerful. And I hope touched your life and you can take something from it. And if you had something that was a big takeaway for you today, why don't you send us a message on @ComingOutHappy on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. A lot of our followers love sending us messages and just getting to truly know us, and so that we can get to know you and see how we can help you. We have a lot of programs. We have something really exciting coming up. I think this will be released by then. It's our Dating Authentically AF challenge. It's really exciting, and it's going to be all about creating your dream relationship and what that looks like for you. We'd love for you to be a part of it. It's free, 3-day challenge with Dani and I. We're going live. You can interact with us, and I think it'll be really beautiful. So go get your ticket if you just go to DaniMaxCoaching.com, or you make sure that you go to @ComingOutHappy on Instagram. Just click the link in our bio or send us a DM.
We can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Thank you again so much for listening today, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye, everyone.